he's and she's and everything in between. Welcome to Cox and Stocks Week 5, baby! Ba, ba, ba! I am joined by my co-host, Jake Buller on my left. Jake, how we doing today, pal?
Pretty good.
I'm joined on my right. Oh, wow, look at those muscles. I'm joined on my right by the man himself, the 4'11" monster, Matt Vale. How you doing, Matt?
5'2" for the record, just as on record, 5'2". I'm doing well, though. I'm feeling great, as per usual.
Good. I'm glad to hear it. We had a great weekend of football this past week. Week 4 is in the books. We are now going into Week 5. Week 4 recap. We all had the Lions. Very nice pick by us. Week 3, we all took the Jags. Yep. Jake, it takes the Bills, and they get the fucking massive W over their division rival, the Dolphins. What was the record like? I think it was Sean McDermott. First of all, Josh Allen has not lost to the Dolphins at home. And
I wish I knew that before the game.
And then I think they showed a stat like Sean McDermott is like 14-3 against the Dolphins overall.
Oh my gosh.
The Vikings cover against the Panthers. We all took the Broncos. They fucking almost lost to the Bears.
But did they even cover or they push?
No. The spread was 3.5. The Broncos won by 3. So we all missed that one. The Ravens put the fucking business on the Browns. The best quarterback that's ever played football, C.J. Stroud, fucking mollywopped the Texans. The Rams win in overtime and cover on the road at the Colts. I get it there. We all took the Bucks. Check. We all took the Eagles. We all took the Bengals. Matt and I finally picked Justin Herbert, and it pays off here. Jake went the other way, and not a smart choice there, bud.
What was
Matt
the score
and
of that game?
It was like 27-13, something like that. It was a bad football game, though, honestly.
24-17, so they barely covered. Yeah. But hey, good teams win, great teams cover.
Yes, sir. Hey, did you see how they covered?
No.
So it was just past the 2-minute warning. Raiders were out of timeouts, 3rd and 10 on the Chargers' own 10-yard line. And, you would think you would just run the ball, stop the clock, whatever, punt it away, play defense. Nope. Not Brandon Staley. He throws a Hail Mary. He throws a Hail Mary deep bomb, literally a 50-yard pass to Jordan Palmer to close the game. And it was a great throw, but that dude was covered.
Damn.
Ballsy.
I'll have to look at that. I have not seen that.
Yeah.
Patriots at Cowboys. Patriots got destroyed. The biggest loss in Belichick's history.
Yep.
Cardinals were covering, and then they weren't. And Matt got that one. We all took the Chiefs. Of course, they don't cover against Zach Wilson.
Well, they should have, but Patrick Mahomes slid.
Yeah, that's true. They would have.
You see how much Vegas lost because of that? Or I guess the one?
No, I didn't. I bet it was a lot.
It was like $20 million Vegas won because everybody picked the Chiefs to cover.
Jesus. Yeah, I did see that game was like one of the most bet on games in like NFL history or something like that.
Yep.
And my Seahawks laid the fucking wood down against the shitty New York Giants.
Peacock. Yeah, that was not a good game.
And in last place this week is Jake with only 7 correct picks. Only 7 correct picks this week, folks.
Wow, talk about being humbled. Am I right? Right?
And in second place, Matt with a nice even 500, 8-8 on the weekend. Good job, Matt. Weren't positive.
9-1?
You went 8-8. Didn't win, didn't lose, just a nice even 500. And me, 9-7 with his first win of Cox and Stocks. I win week 4, 9 correct picks, 7 incorrect. Go back
Are we
and
sure
check.
you want to recount these?
No, I counted it twice. You can go back and count yourself. You have the list. You have it.
You couldn't believe it.
I was like, can't. I'm not even.
No, I said Ryan couldn't believe that he won, so he had to count twice.
I did. I counted twice just to make sure.
The
So
funny
we
thing,
are
I know
now-
we usually say that's a meme, but I really don't believe that.
Well, you can actually go check yourself.
I will.
We are at week 5 now, and now teams are going on bye. There are 4 teams on bye this week. We have the Browns, the Chargers, the Seahawks, and the Buccaneers with an early bye. Oof.
Wait, you gotta go over like total scores.
Oh, yeah.
Shit, sorry. So total scores, I'm still in last with 26 correct picks, 37 losses, and 1 tie.
Oof.
Jake in second place with 30 correct, 33 wrong, and 1 tie. And Matt in first overall with 34, 29, and 1.
Okay.
So
Got some work to
respectable.
do to catch
Respectable.
Yeah.
We've still got some work.
Hey, that's hard to be positive. I'll take it, though.
Yeah, through 4 weeks, Matt is positive. Especially with how the first 2 weeks kind of start. Actually, Matt got like 12 picks, I think, the first week or something like that.
Yep. Second week, I got like 3 picks right.
Yeah, we all did. Shit, that week.
So the fact that I'm at 34 with that big of a stinker, pretty impressive.
If I do say so myself. Week 5,
Okay.
ladies and gentlemen. Week 5 is here, and we have an epic matchup on Thursday Night Football. The Chicago winless Bears are traveling down to the DC Commanders, who almost beat the Philadelphia Eagles in overtime, but they ended up losing once again to them. The Commanders open at home at minus 5.5-point favorites at home on Amazon Prime Football / Twitch. Watch it on Twitch. The stream is way better. Minus 5.5.
Brian, you got to start with this one. You're a home team. You're the commies.
Sure.
What say you?
Well, Justin Fields had his one game this year, it seems, where he's going to play like an MVP, and then everybody's going to go, oh, my God. Oh, wow.
Yep.
See, this is all we needed. This is incredible. Oh, my gosh. They're 5.5-point underdogs. They finally just got all this. How are they not favorited? It's the Commanders. Well, let me tell you, the Commanders look like a good football team, in my opinion. Maybe, around little lower than middle of the pack type thing. I think the Bears are still an actual dumpster fire. Sam Howell, I think, looks pretty good for what he's been given and the rookie that he is. Bears, I mean, it's just a flash in the pan. It's just a flash in the pan. And let's not forget, the Bears almost blew that lead, and it wasn't really Justin Fields' fault.
They did blow that lead. Yeah.
Or they did blow that lead, I should say. Yeah. But I like the Commanders at home here, minus 5.5. They got a big, what do they call like those losses where it's like close, like morale victories or something like that, or
Yeah, moral victory.
or moral victory? Yeah, they got a good moral victory. So I'll take the Commanders at home
So,
on Thursday night
Before I
football.
pick, was last week's aberration, the moral victory as we call it for the commies, was that more because of the commies, what they did, or what Philadelphia didn't do?
There were 2 gentlemen at my work, and one of them is a Philly fan, and he was saying, it just didn't look like the Eagles weren't like clicking all that well.
I know DeAndre Swift had an awful game. I know he had a tutty, but he had less than like 30 yards rushing.
Damn.
That's horrible.
Yeah, exactly. I'm pulling the stats now. Okay, so 14 carries for 56 yards, which is, so bad for that many carries. 4 yards a carry, which is below average in the NFL.
That is really bad.
So is that more the commies' defense, or they just couldn't get the ball rolling on offense?
I don't know, because I haven't really watched that game. We kind of just watched the overtime of it.
Right. Yep.
But
Plus, even if the Eagles' offense isn't doing anything, their defense is still there to show up and
Right.
play some football.
I'm gonna go with the commies. You know why not? I'll put a flyer on them. I don't like the Bears.
Oh.
I think Bears are trying to lose. I think there's just too much dysfunction in that organization. Chase Claypool is being told to stay home when they traded a first-round pick for him.
That's right.
I can't believe that. Like that just shows right there they don't want to win. You can't convince me otherwise. So I'm gonna go.
And you would like to pick the Bears, so they'd be like, damn, they played so fucking well last week, like, and they still lost. Like, they're gonna come back with a vengeance. But like, I feel like after losing, after doing the best you've ever done, it's like even more defeating than just fucking winning the game. So
Justin Fields had his first ever 300-yard game.
Yeah.
And like Ryan said, it's like I would call it flash fire. I think that's a perfect term to call.
Flash in the pan.
For the Bears. Flash in the pan. It's gone in an instant. So yeah, give me the commies.
Yep, commies. This is a smart pick here.
Yep.
We all like the Commanders. London game, 9:30 a.m. kickoff. The Jaguars are at the Bills.
Oh.
The Bills are the home team now in London.
Damn.
And
I'm assuming the Jags are staying an extra week. If you have.
Yeah, the Jags did not leave London.
Okay, I figured that was the case.
And the Bills are minus 5.5-point favorites in London. They just actually destroyed the Dolphins. Tyreek Hill only got me 10 points on fantasy, which is really upsetting. Josh Allen threw 3 touchdowns to Stephon Diggs. He threw another touchdown to somebody I forget, and he rushed in for one himself.
Gabe Davis, maybe?
Yeah, Gabe Davis.
So he did very well.
Damn,
the Jags did pretty good in London last week.
Is it hard not to say, especially, I know we'll get to the Chiefs later, is it hard not to say the Bills are the best team in NFL right now at this exact moment?
They're the best AFC team. Best AFC team.
I guess like 49ers would probably be better.
Yeah, I still think 49ers are the best team. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like, damn, dude, like, what they did against the Dolphins was fucking disrespectful.
Oh, yeah.
Like, straight, like, after they just dropped a fucking 70 on the Broncos, which I know it's the Broncos, whatever.
Right.
But to then get beat by 2 possessions after that?
I think it was 3 possessions.
4.
3?
The score was 48-20.
Oh, shit.
Wow. So,
4
possessions, dude? Like, you went from one week being like the Dolphins being like, I mean, they're still a good team. Don't get me wrong, probably top 10 team in the NFL right now. But damn, that's fucked. Like that should tell you right there, like you're not fucking making it past the.
Well, not just that, but
game.
you also put it in a bottle, put it in a vacuum. Miami played like shit. They couldn't protect Tua that game. They had 3 fumbles in like the first half. They played as bad as you can, and they let Stephon Diggs break 2-3 tackles on that 55-yard tutty when he should have been stopped well beforehand.
It's like
I know
like
that happens
like,
in a football game, but that doesn't happen routinely.
Yeah, it's like if you drop 35 points on a team, like you did pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
If you dropped 40 points, like holy fuck, you destroyed them. Yep. They dropped almost 50.
Yeah.
Like holy fuck, man. Like daggum. And then 16, 70 is obviously such outliers. It's not even fair to rank those. But damn, dude. I mean, you have to take the Bills here against the Jags. Like, the Jags haven't been looking mainly exceptionally well. I mean, you could argue the Dolphins have been playing better than the Jags.
100%.
And
are you worried though? Because this is home away from home for the Jags, and they have another week there, and that matters.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. Gonna be fucking sucky for the Bills, and the Jacksonville has the advantage here. Do
we know when the Bills fly there?
I'm assuming so. Typically, teams will leave that Sunday after the game at nighttime.
Okay.
Give me the Bills. I see them beating them by a touchdown for sure.
I'm a tail Jake. I think Josh Allen had probably the best game of his career, minus the AFC Championship game versus the Chiefs 2-3 years ago. Minus that game, this is probably his most efficient game. I mean, I would argue at least 5 tutties, no picks.
Yep.
Over 300
spread the ball
yards.
around everyone. One thing I will say, so Jags did not look great against the Falcons, and the Falcons are a bad team. That gives me hope. But Jags are not playing up to the potential, and we keep waiting for them to play up to the potential. So this is a week where they finally do it. That's I guess where my head's at, because eventually they're gonna break out.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Bills as well. This probably is.
Does this feel like a trap game? Because that's what it feels like to me. Everybody's high on the Bills because what they just did to the Dolphins, and rightfully so.
It doesn't feel like a trap game to me, even though it is in London. It's just like, I feel like I wouldn't be surprised if the Jags covered, but that's only because it's in London.
Exactly.
The Bills just look really strong now after that awful start in week 1.
Yep.
Yeah.
The Bills look unstoppable, though, I think.
Are we worried about their run game, though? So, I had the stats here, okay? Latavius Murray was their leading rusher, 4 carries for 32 yards. And that's only because he had a 29-yard run. Okay. James Cook, 12 carries for 29 yards, 2.4 yards a carry. That's awful.
I mean, I'm not worried about it because Josh Allen will either air it out or he'll keep the ball most of the time and run it himself and truck people.
Their run offense has never been like.
It hasn't, right? But that's why they also never made it to the Super Bowl. They're not a complete team.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely for sure. But is the Jags run defense is there anything there, or is there pass defense? I should say crazy.
I would say their run defense is better than. I'm sorry, their pass defense is better than their run defense because of the 2 edge rushers with Josh Allen and Trayvon Walker. And Josh Allen had 3 more sacks last week versus the Falcons.
So according to this, if I'm reading it correctly, the Bills' offense average 138 yards rushing, and
yes,
the Jags' defense average only allowed 94 yards rushing.
Yep. And they only
that's still a good amount of rushing yards, though.
94, yeah. I mean, but NFL standard, realistically, every game when you go into it is 100 yards. Your goal is 100 yards a game in the NFL.
So what, their run defense is just average, basically, then?
Yeah, I'd say average.
Yeah,
and their pass defense is allowing 250, which I would say that's probably above average.
Mm-hmm. We'll see.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't see why. There's nothing here that's like crazy. Like, if you're playing against like the Jets or something like that, which they did lose to. Their pass defense is fucking insane. They have like the best corners and fucking shit like that. So there's nothing that stands out from the Jaguars. It's just like, holy fuck,
Yeah, nothing really stands out to me for them.
And especially if you have Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs clicking now, I don't see it.
Yeah. Next game, Saints at Patriots. Patriots just had one of the biggest losses in history. The biggest loss in Belichick's history. Is Derek Carr back, Matt?
Derek Carr, he is back, yes.
Okay. Derek Carr is back. The Patriots are -1.5 at home. A lot of people saying Mac Jones, time to get his ass out of here. Yep. He was playing like a top 10 quarterback through the first 3 weeks. Then week 4 happened to him. And
no one said he was playing like a top 10 quarterback. What the fuck?
Some would say.
He maybe a top 10 fucking penis pusher.
Whoa.
What does that mean?
Hey, some would say.
Because he punched that dude's dick.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, that's right. 3, he did.
You're right.
That was Sauce,
I forgot about that.
Yeah, Sauce Gardner or whatever.
Yeah,
Sauce.
Does Mac Jones like to touch penises, maybe?
Hey, he's hot for the sauce, as they say.
Hot for the sauce. Are they hot enough to cover -1.5 at home?
Oh.
Okay, so I think
this is a weird one.
Since I used to be a Louisiana native, I can call myself Cajun. I think that's only fair to say.
True, yeah. Tell us about what you think about New Orleans.
New Orleans.
New Orleans.
I like the Cajuns here.
Oh, the Raging Cajuns?
Raging Cajuns, the flower. I think more so I trust the Saints defense more than I trust the Patriots offense. And at this point, that's all I need to see. Patriots couldn't get a fucking first down. After the Cardinals just whooped the Cowboys, Patriots turn around and they can't do anything. That's inexcusable. The run game couldn't do anything. Mac Jones doesn't have the arm strength to push it down the field. Rex Ryan was shitting on Mac Jones on Get Up this morning. He said he wishes he was still a defensive coordinator and went against Mac Jones every week. I like the Saints. I don't like their offense. Their offense is way below par, but it's good enough to get a dub and good enough to cover.
Okay.
I was really hoping Matt would take the Patriots here because I would like to pick the Saints. But I feel like this is a game where I just have to go opposite just to hope, to catch up here and there. So
this is a game you want to rely on, though?
I don't like any of these teams. I don't like...
Go for a tie.
Go for a tie?
Well, I guess that means the Saints still cover.
I'll take Belichick and fucking Mac Jones getting Belichick's worst loss in his career and Mac Jones getting fucking washed in the media. They need a correction game here. I'm just gonna stick with the fuck it, dude. I want to take the Saints here, but I'm gonna try to get a catch-up game here on Matt.
Jake is talking himself into the Saints.
I'm talking myself into it, dude. Belichick just lost his worst game in his career. He needs a correction game. He might throw Zappy in if he's even on the team. I don't fucking know.
No, Zappy's on the practice squad.
Zappy he played last game, didn't he?
And that means okay. He was the practice squad.
I'll take the pass here, dude. Fuck it. I'll take if they lose, then it is what it is.
Yeah, you're right. Zappy played.
He did. He was.
4 for 9. Yeah.
Mac Jones threw 2 interceptions. Oh.
Yep.
Oh
pick
my
six,
gosh.
And he had a fumble. He had a pick 6 and a fumble for 6.
Didn't the Saints last game? Derek Carr got a concussion last game, right? Or was that the game?
No,
before?
shoulder injury.
Oh. Because there's some highlight that was Derek Carr leaves the game, Jameis Winston comes in and immediately throws an interception.
He did, yep.
Was the highlight. It's just really funny to read. Oh man.
Right. This is the dumbest game of the week.
Yeah.
And what is that line? Who makes the line 1.5? At least make it 2.5.
1.5.
It's a pick'em game.
Yeah. I don't know how. I agree with Jake's Bill Belichick. Just lost his most, the worst loss in his history. But I'm also with Matt. Patriots offense, all that stuff. I just don't know.
Okay, so I'll read the stats up I'll read up the stats real quick while Ryan finds his coin. The Saints on offense are averaging 309 yards a game. The Patriots are averaging 332 yards per game. The Saints are allowing 317 yards a game, and the Patriots defense is allowing 315 yards per game. So essentially, what and what?
I do not have a coin.
I have a coin.
Okay.
Nope.
All right. You want heads or tails for what do you want it to be? Patriots heads since they're home?
Yeah, sure.
Hey, hold on. You got a camera so we can see it flip?
Yes.
There you go.
Home. One more game.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Away. Time for bed.
Oh. That's funny as fuck, actually.
One more game. Patriots.
The Patriots.
The Patriot way. Like that.
The Patriot way. I don't like it either way. That's fair. But one more game. The Patriot way. The Patriots. Next game, a division matchup, an AFC North rivalry game. Ooh. The Ravens at the Pittsburgh Steelers, and the Pittsburgh Steelers are plus 3.5 underdogs at home, taking on a heated rival, the Baltimore Ravens.
So Ryan, you got to start with this, but before you start with this, because you're obviously Lamar Jackson stan.
Yep.
Mike Tomlin said there will be changes this week. He says you're damn right there will be.
I saw that, yeah.
We don't know what that means. That's just what he's saying.
So apparently he's already confirmed that the offensive coordinator will be staying.
Yes, well, at least for the season. I mean, because they mentioned it today. There's no point in firing the offensive coordinator 4 games in the season. That doesn't accomplish anything for the Kenny Pickett and that offense. It hampers them. You might as well wait until week 8 or week 10 and then go from there. But doing it now literally does nothing. If you were going to get rid of him, you should get rid of him in the off season.
So, I am a Lamar Jackson stan because he's pretty cool. He runs really fast, and some of his highlight videos are funny to listen to with the commentators. I don't know, man. These division matchups, though, are really tough to pick. I think the thing I'm going to go with, though, is I don't think Kenny Pickett is a great quarterback whatsoever. Nope. And for that reason, even though I'm looking at it here, the last 6 games, the Steelers have won 5 of the last 6 against the Ravens. And, yeah, different teams, blah, blah, blah.
Yep.
But, still, with how often these teams see each other, they're division rivals. There's a few veteran players that still know how to play against their veteran players, blah, blah, blah. The coaches know each other. But I'm going to go with the Ravens at minus 3.5 on the road because I do not trust Kenny Pickett at all. That's kind of the big reason why.
I'm going to tail you, and supposedly, Ravens will get 5 of their starters back this week. They're supposed to get back their starting receiver, their starting corner, their starting linebacker, their starting offensive tackle, and their starting safety, all back this week. Some stats for you, Jake, before you make your selection. Ravens are averaging 350 yards per game. The Steelers are only averaging 284, which is significantly low in the NFL. The Ravens are allowing 295 yards a game. The Steelers are averaging an atrocious 421 yards per game.
Oh, my.
I like the Ravens.
Matt, what do you think about a week ago when you said this Steelers defense is unbelievable? They're phenomenal. TJ Watt's going to have a game.
Yeah, then last week happened.
Game, dude.
I've learned that TJ Watt can, honestly, he can't help the rest of the defense. So.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go with the Steelers here, dude. Home game, divisional game for the Steelers. Mike Tomlin. I mean, dog. Why not?
Why not? Why not?
Well, I can give you a few reasons why not, actually.
Okay, please.
But, we got starters coming back, so they're going to be kind of fresh.
Lamar Jackson has more rushing yards than the Najee Harris for the Steelers.
Yep. Keep going, Matt. Talk him out of it.
Lamar Jackson has 8 touchdowns. Kenny Pickett has 4 interceptions.
Oh, not good.
Okay, how many wins does the Steelers have over the Ravens in the past 6 years?
In the past 6 years?
It's pretty random to go 6 years.
Well, I thought you just said the stat. It was like 5-1.
No, that was games. Past 6 games.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Is that what you were asking?
Steelers versus the Ravens.
The past 6 games, yes, Steelers have won 5 of
6 games. Yeah, there you go. That's the only stat I need.
That's probably without Lamar Jackson because he was always injured. So.
What does it say? I don't know.
I mean, I can guarantee you he probably missed at least 3 of those games.
Yeah, fuck it, dude.
He's taking the Steelers, the Iron Curtain, as they say.
That's plus, what is it, 6.5 or 5.5?
3.5.
It's 3.5.
He's trying to give him some points.
What is it?
I can't fucking read it because it's so blurry.
What's it, plus 14.5?
Plus 14. Yeah. I like the Steelers plus 14.5.
How do you have a giant-ass monitor? You can't see it.
It's on my little monitor. I'm playing video games on my other one.
Whose fault's that?
Okay, he likes the Iron Curtain. The eventual Super Bowl champions this year, the Houston Texans at the Atlanta Falcons, minus 2.5 for the Falcons at home. Jake, do you want to go first since you're an Atlanta fan, or should I since...
Oh, fuck.
This feels like another opposite pick'em game for me because it's like I keep betting against the Texans. And CJ Stroud has been playing great. And at some point, you have to acknowledge it's like, okay, he's a guy. He's bought into the team, it seems like, and his teammates seem to love him. And then you have the Falcons here who have had great games and have had horrible games. And it's like, who the fuck do you pick here? And it's like, if I have to go first here, I'll fucking just take the Falcons at home. Like, shit, dude. This is like DJ Riddler, dude. It's like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with the fucking Riddler? And it's...
Ritter.
Shit, dude.
There's no L. Ritter.
I know, but it's like Riddler from like the Batman.
Yeah. Okay, I figured. Or you put Riddler because he's taking L's.
I guess I'll just take the fucking Falcons here.
I'm gonna take the Texans. I know this is the safe pick. Everybody's going to the Texans, but Jake said his best. At some point, you have to trust this dude.
Yeah. I'm not picking against CJ or the Texans here. I'm literally just like the Falcons because they're at home. That's the only reason.
No, I hear you. Supposedly, though, they're given the chance to win. They're 52.5% chance to win, which I don't know why. Confusing. CJ Stroud has still not thrown an interceptions. He has 6 tutties, 1,200 yards. He's a footballer. He's super fucking accurate. So, I'm impressed. I really am. I didn't think he was going to translate this quickly. Obviously, it's only 4 games in. Lots to still happen, obviously. But so far, he's answering everything asked of him. His receivers, Nico Collins and Tank Dell, they're phenomenal. His receiver, Nico, is averaging 20 yards a catch. Like, that's phenomenal. Like, fuck. Texans' defense is atrocious, though. That's where I think Bijan might have a 200-yard game, and that's what scares me. However, because Atlanta is traveling the week back, I think that could hurt them. So, give me the Texans.
Matt took the words basically right out of my mouth and listed all the MVP stats already for CJ Stroud. So I don't want to beat that dead horse. I don't want to beat that dead ox, as they say. Give me the Texans plus 2.5 at Atlanta.
Oh, did you say ox because they're an ox?
Yeah. Texans? Yeah. Did you get that? You picked up on
that?
I
got it. I did.
Here, pick up on this. A division game, Titans at Colts. Matt, you are a Colts fan, and the Colts are minus 1.5 point favorites at home against the Tits. How you feeling?
Joe, I was supposed to get JT back this week. I am loving life. Supposedly, they've reconnected. They're on the same page. JT wants to be a Colt. He wants to play football.
Yes, he does.
Shane Steichen said he's electric already. Mm-hmm. He's in great football shape. He hasn't been hit yet, so he's gonna pop a motherfucker.
Yeah.
I mean, he's gonna pop someone on the offensive end. AJ Richardson is electric as a QB. He just doesn't give a fuck about his body. He's the vanilla ice version of Josh Allen. I'm all for it.
He's black.
Man, fuck it, we ball mentality. Give me the Colts at home.
The Colts at home minus 1.5, huh?
Especially because JT's coming back, and I think that's gonna make a massive difference.
Massive.
Also, I didn't know this, but the Colts are out 2 offensive linemen right before they started the Rams game, so they're supposed to get them back this week. And that's gonna have a tremendous difference. So yeah, Colts.
Jake, how do you feel about this?
Fuck, man. It seems like when the AR is playing, like, the Colts are a fucking team.
Yep.
And the Titans look horrible.
Yep.
So I don't understand why. I mean, I still, we get to see JT, see what he's doing and all that. And, but I mean, I don't see a reason why you wouldn't take, even if JT comes back and plays bad.
Right.
You still have AR5 on your fucking team who's doing great. So I just don't. Yeah.
Right.
Give me the Colts. It's a good year.
And hey, if JT comes back to his like 2021 version, Colts are gonna be a threat. Just I'm calling it now.
They're gonna be a problem.
Yeah.
They're gonna be an issue. There's gonna be a situation in Indianapolis.
Oh yeah.
Oh. I kind of want to go the other way.
Oh,
with
okay.
The Titans for funsies mainly.
For funsies, I mean you're doing last. So might as well stay there. Am I right? Am I right?
How dare you? I've been a generous host to you this whole time, and you just insult my pick'em records. What is that all about? For funsies, I will go the other way. How about that?
Can you make an argument? Can you make an argument? I know for funsies, but make an argument.
Let me see if I can make one. Mike Vrabel. Mike Vrabel is a defensive head coach or something like that, I think.
Yep.
So I think he's going to go after AR, and he's going to try and hurt him and get him out of that game, bounce his head off the ground. Derrick Henry's going to rush for a touchdown, throw a touchdown again. He's on fire. He's been playing a lot longer than JT. JT's going to be like, oh, my God, that's my dad out there. I'll never live up to his expectations. And I'll have a panic attack on the side of the field and realize, damn, I really do play for a crap team, and I should have pursued a trade harder. And Derrick Henry will run all over that defense. So, yeah. Derrick Henry. And also don't have Tannehill throw the ball further than 10 yards. The Carolina Panthers at the Detroit versus everybody Lions with a big spread here. Minus 8.5 points for the Detroit Lions at home.
It's moved to 9 over here.
Let me check FanDuel. Minus 8.5 on FanDuel. That's what we go off of. Minus 8.5 for the Lions. Jake, the biggest Lions fans I know. You've been watching Lions football for almost 20 years at this point. This Lions football team, from what I hear, is the best Lions football team of all time. They have so much going for them, and now they're playing a winless team. A team who is probably competing for the first-round draft pick once again. Do you think the Lions...
they can't because they owe it to the Bears. They owe it to the Bears.
The Panthers, who are just playing for the first-round draft pick in spirit, are now plus 8.5 point dogs on the road at Detroit. How do you feel about Detroit in this one? I mean, they got to cover this one, right? They got to.
Oh, I mean, they have been playing fantastically, and it's just like, I mean, when do you? At some point, you just gotta like understand that the Lions are obviously they're first in their division. It's not even close. They're probably gonna go to the conference championship.
Yep.
And I mean, they already beat the AFC Invitational, whatever the fuck they call the Arrowhead Invitational team.
Arrowhead Invitational.
That's funny.
So, yeah, I mean, give me the Lions here. Why would they fucking not cover against the Panthers? It's a home game for the Lions too.
Yeah,
home game for the Lions.
It's like their third home game in a row or whatever.
No, this is the stat of the day. I can't believe this. Miles Sanders, he's averaging 2.9 yards a carry.
Oh.
He has 54 carries for 158 yards.
Oh.
Last week he had 1.5 yards per carry.
That's terrible.
Yeah, especially when you have a rookie QB who needs all the help he can get. Give me the Lions. I think the Lions defense is... They played well against the Packers, better than I expected. Yeah, tremendous. And I think
Jordan Love, first half they looked unstoppable.
They did, yeah, no question. I stopped watching at the halftime. I'm just gonna be honest. And I think Jordan Love is a better QB than Bryce Young. And if he struggled against the Lions defense, and also Aiden Hutchinson is making a case to be an All-Pro this year. Good Lord, he is all over the field.
Yeah, he is.
He's going to have a sack this game probably, yeah?
He might have 5.
2 if he wants it.
He might break fucking...
Single sack record?
He might break Bryce Young.
Just bend him over his knee and spank him.
They're hot. Roll the hot team. Why not?
Sure. I will take the Lions as well here. Bryce Young's still not tall enough to be able to see over his linemen, and he won't see Aiden Hutchinson coming his way. I will take the Lions minus 8.5 point favorites at home. The Lions are also 8-2 against the spread in their last 10 games. Carolina has only covered 4 times.
And they're just not a good road team. So.
And they stink. Do we see you think we get a pick six? A Lions defensive touchdown this game, maybe? Perhaps?
I think we get a special teams touchdown.
Oh, a special
scoop and score from fucking hitting Bryce Young so fucking hard the ball comes out of his hands.
True. Scoop and
score.
Special teams, Matt. You think a punt return, kickoff? What kind of special teams are you looking at here?
I'm looking at I think a punt return.
A punt return. Who's Detroit's punt returner?
I don't know.
I don't know. I feel it.
Doesn't matter. It's just gonna happen. That's all there is to it. Okay, largest spread of the weekend.
That's not the largest spread. Wow.
Nope. This next game is. It opened lower. I'm not sure where to go at and find it on here. But the New York Football Giants at the Miami Dolphins, and the Miami Dolphins are minus 10.5 point favorites at home, hosting what I've been saying all year so far, the worst team in the NFL. It's not close in my opinion.
That's your Super Bowl pick.
Yeah, and that was a very bad pick. That was a very bad pick. I bought all into the Coach of the Year, Brian Dabble, and it turns out they just give it to a nice rah-rah guy that somehow gets his team into the playoffs and wins because Kirk Cousins throws a horrible pass. And turns out that Giants team is undisciplined. There was like 30 penalties last night.
Yeah, they had 10 sacks.
Brian Dable fucking sucks, dude.
11 sacks. Seahawks
11, yeah,
got
right.
11 sacks on Daniel Jones. Like,
fucking Brian Dable, dude.
Dude, throw the ball, Dable.
Jesus Christ.
Throw the ball, Dabble. Maybe he could
He's
dabble
he's dabbing on the linemen.
I think this is in the past 3 years, the Giants have drafted like 5 offensive linemen or something.
They have, yeah.
Within like the first 2 or 3 rounds.
Yep, and they still can't fix it.
And they can't do anything to protect Daniel Jones. Dolphins are just an all-around better team than these fucking Giants, and it's a home game for the Giants. I think...
no, home game for the Dolphins.
Or, I mean, yeah, sorry. The Dolphins are just talent-wise way better. Bounce-back game for the Dolphins. I'll take the Dolphins minus 10.5 at home here.
I'm going to tell you, Giants can't do anything right, and they're on a short week of rest. And Dolphins going to embarrass versus the Bills. You know they need a comeback game. What better way than just spank the Giants? It's a wash. Game's over. It's going to be hot, humid down in the Dolphins, Miami. No questions asked. Next game. Let's keep it moving.
Jake?
I don't see why you pick the Giants here.
Yep.
It'd be
pretty sure Barkley's still out.
Yes.
Even if it was in, I still want
to. I was going to say, if he is.
I would fucking hammer that spread right now because I bet you it's going to increase.
At this point, Giants had not done anything to show me why we should think they should cover any game. Honestly.
True. Okay. We have our first afternoon game starting at 4:06 p.m. The Cincinnati Bengals are minus 3.5 point favorites on the road against the scrappiest team in the NFL, the Arizona Cardinals. They are +3 at home, hosting an injured Joe Burrow. The Bengals, I believe, have been favored in every single game they've played, and in every loss they have had, they have gotten absolutely stomped. Can the scrappy Arizona Cardinals at +3 do this one? Jake, once again, I'm going to go to you here, pal. Your dad is a big Cincinnati fan, and he just went and watched Joe Burrow play an absolute terrible game against the Tennessee Titans.
Waste of money.
Waste of money, waste of a ticket. He even took a photo in front of the stadium saying that this stadium belongs to Joe Burrow. Thank you very much. And they said, get out of town, pal. You stink, Joey B. Go home.
Your mom had to succumb to that loss?
Just actually, terrible. +3 for the Arizona Cardinals at home. Jake, how do you feel about Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase, who you are still trying to get rid of on your fantasy team?
Yeah, at this point, it looks like I'm just going to keep Jamar and just fucking hope to God that something happens. Because, like I said, late season comp I got going on here.
True,
but
yeah.
Damn, man. Like, sit Joe Burrow out.
Yes,
like,
I agree.
He's not performing. I mean, do you want to fucking, like, lose games with the risk of losing Joe Burrow for a while, or just fucking lose games?
So
you might as well just fucking lose
in
games.
4 games, Joe Burrow has 728 yards. He's 29th in QBR. He is bad.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
Terrible.
I don't understand.
His completion percentage. Let's look at this. His quarterback rating, which is different from QBR, is only 69.
Oh.
Which, for record, his career is 100. So there's a 40-point drop-off right now.
Yeah. He's not playing good. At this point right now, it's looking like they're not going to make the playoffs. So they keep going this way, which is embarrassing as fuck.
He's 34, number 34 on touchdowns. He's only thrown 2.
Yeah.
His completion percentage is 57.6 right now, which is awful.
Yeah, and I just with the way fucking the Arizona quarterback has been playing, Dobbs. I mean, damn, dude. I don't know why you wouldn't take Arizona here at +3, and I'm surprised the spread is this. To be honest with you,
yeah, I am too.
I would like to see it more as a +1 with the Bengals fucking eking out a fucking win, basically.
Sure,
but
right.
I don't see why I don't take the Cardinals here. They've proven themselves. This coach, even though he looked like a fucking retard, before the season started.
He did.
I mean, look at the way this team is playing.
Yeah,
it's crazy. And I'm surprised. If I was Kyler Murray, dude, I'd be like, shit.
I'm a little worried now.
Have you seen that TikTok where it's when the backup quarterback goes in and he doesn't play and it's damn man, they backup quarterback's doing pretty good, and the original quarterback's yeah, he's all right for a backup. No, he's out there throwing times, man. Yeah, for a backup, he's doing great. It's
that's what I did not see that.
I haven't seen that, but that's good.
If you find it, send it.
Yeah, I'll send it. This guy Dobbs, he has fucking shit, dude. This guy deserves some money because. Yeah.
Dobbs playing great for backup quarterback. He has not thrown a pick, by the way, this year.
Yep. Hold on. So get this. Dobbs has as many completions as Joe Burrow, 87, has 50 less pass attempts, 2 more tutties, and 0 interceptions. And his QBR of the season, he's 8th in the NFL. He's a top 10 QB right now based off QBR.
Wow.
Yeah, and from the Cardinals going from a bottom 3 team from everyone's predictions to looking like a top 15 easily.
I mean, they look like it. They just won't win. They're going to be bad this year. They just won't win.
But, I mean, there's a difference between what we're seeing right now between the Panthers, the Bears, and the Broncos.
Yeah,
I agree.
The Cardinals look like a motivated, hungry, fighting team.
I mean,
when they show them on the sideline, they're come on, they're firing each other up type of thing.
They should have covered against the 49ers. I'm glad they didn't. Realistically, they should have though.
If they didn't blow that lead to the Giants, they would be 3-1.
Yes.
Or
2-2. 2-2.
They what?
They should be 2-2.
Aren't they 2-2 now?
No, they're 1-3.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, 2-2.
Realistically, they should be 2-2 or 3-1, though. Yeah, absolutely, they should be.
Yeah, I think it's tough to pick the Bengals here with Joe Burrow. Yeah. Did you guys see there was a screenshot of it was the Bengals were in the end zone or in the red zone, and they're on the fucking 5-yard line or something like that. And the middle of the field is wide open. There's a wide open lane for Joe Burrow to run. No Titans in the area to cover it. And people were saying the reason they left the middle of the field wide open is because they know Joe can't run that fast to get up the field 5 yards in time.
Yeah, Joe Burrow literally said after the Rams game, he goes, "I can move in the pocket, but I can't move at all. I can't scramble. I can't get outside the pocket right now."
Yeah.
He's a liability. He's the definition of a liability right now for that team.
Hey,
when your best player, Jamar Chase, is saying, "I'm always fucking open and I don't get the ball," that says everything you need to know about how they feel about each other right now.
So let me ask this. So obviously it's the coach that's like, hey, Joe, you gotta sit out for like a week or two, man.
Yeah.
You just have to. But do you think there is, because Joe obviously is like, no, I can go, coach, I'm the starter, you pay me all this money, I can go. Do you think there is any sort of responsibility from Burrow to be like, yeah, I probably shouldn't?
It is 100%. So that's exactly what I was gonna say. So yes, okay. Zach Taylor, yes, the sports medicine staff, the ATs, the doctors, they said, hey, we do not recommend you. Our medical opinion, we are telling you should not go out there. At the end of the day, though, right? Ultimately, it's his discretion, right? We can't force a person out unless major red flags, obviously. But a calf strain is not a major red flag, so it's up to his discretion. And Joe Burrow is like, no, my body, I don't give a fuck. I don't care.
My body, my choice.
My body, my choice. I'd rather lose playing than lose not playing, even if I'm the reason we're losing. And I think that's because he's a immature quarterback right now. He's showing it.
Oh.
Whoa.
Dang. He's got the brain of a 12-year-old, you're saying.
As they say, some would say.
Some would say.
Am I wrong though? I mean, if you think about
I agree. I definitely think it's irresponsible, like of him, because like, imagine like one of these teams just fucking high-low block and his leg fucking explodes.
Or
that's the problem you get with these top I mean, I guess it's not really a problem, but like, look at Mahomes last year when he fucking like sprained his ankle in the middle of that game and he had to get sent to go get X-rays. If you watch, I don't know if you guys have seen quarterbacks, but he is literally like talking to Andy Reid. I'm not going to get X-rays. Like I'm doing just fine. And he's like, fuck, all this shit. It's like, dude, like I get it. Like you love the game, you want to be competitive. It's a team fucking sport, though.
Yep.
It's like, God,
remember,
you're gonna fuck over the team.
Not just that, in that game before that against, I don't remember who was, when Chad Henne came in and he led the 99-yard touchdown drive, and he played like 4 series, right? He essentially helped win them the game. Literally, Chad Henne did. Because Patrick Mahomes did the right thing. He took himself out. He was pulled, and he trusted his teammates, as Jake said, lamented, and it worked. But for whatever reason, Joe Burrow is refusing to do that because he's trying to be the guy, and right now he's not.
He's not the guy.
He's literally the reason they are 1-3, and realistically, they should be 0-4.
Damn.
I know we always say, the Bengals start slow, blah blah blah. This is the worst start they've ever had, and it's not just starting slow; it's how they start slow.
Yeah. So we all like the Cardinals.
They're averaging less yards a game than the fucking Steelers. They're averaging 252 yards a game.
Oh, man. That is pretty bad.
The Cardinals are averaging 350 a game.
Yeah, it's a weird season for the Bengals.
I hope the Cardinals win this game. I hope the Cardinals win, and then Joe Burrow looks at me like, okay, hey, maybe I should sit a week or two.
Let me sit on my couch and play some Mario Bros. And just, recoup.
Yes. And the team would be understandable. Okay, yeah, he's doing the smart thing because he's going to, not only is he saving his body, whatever, he's also making the best choice for the entire season. And then the team moving forward.
We'll see.
Because hypothetically, if he goes out there and I'm not going to say tears Achilles, but we'll say he re-aggravates his calf strain to a grade 2 or grade 3, where it's, it's 4 to 8 weeks, like significantly out. Do you think he would be like, man, yeah, you're right, I shouldn't have played? Or do you think he'd be like, no, I'm glad I pushed through this?
I don't know, honestly, what he'd say. I have to think that he would be like, yeah, I'm glad I pushed through. I was there for my teammates, unless
I think so
unless
too.
it's like life, limb, or eyesight type of thing.
Yep.
Like, I'm out there. Yeah, Cardinals. They might win that game, Matt. They might. That's I don't think that's fair to call it a trap game. I'm surprised the Cardinals are not favored in this one.
Honestly, same.
Next game, the Philadelphia Georgia Bulldogs at the Los Angeles Matthew Staffords.
This is a game.
+4.5 for the Rams at home. I'm trying to get FanDuel to work here. Jake, how you feeling about the Philadelphia Bull? Oh, go ahead, Matt. Sorry.
Before you pick, Cooper Kupp is expected to be removed off the IR this week, off the PUP.
Jake, how you feel about the Philadelphia Bulldogs?
Right now, dude, if Kupp doesn't play, I don't see why the Eagles just don't lock up Puka and win the game.
We say that, but no other team has locked him up yet, and there's 4 weeks of film on him, or 3 weeks of film.
Yeah.
He's second in the NFL in receiving yards.
Yeah, it's a little ridiculous. That's just like Sean McVay just fucking scheming this shit up. I just don't understand how.
And this is like Matthew Stafford redemption tour after last year when people said he was washed.
Yeah. Both these teams are looking really hot, and it's hard not to just, especially if Koopa comes back and they play both Koopa and Puka.
Dude, you can't cover that.
Dude.
Seriously, how do you cover that?
I don't fucking know.
Because they're both the exact same type of receiver who are just so fucking good at getting wide the fuck open.
Yeah. I don't know, man. And Koopa's planning on playing? Or Coop?
I love how you call him Koopa twice.
Yeah, just because of Puka.
Yep.
So Cooper Kupp is supposed to play?
Yep. That's what it looks like.
Man, dude. That's gonna be the fucking Rams at -4 or +4.5. I don't understand why you want to take him here at +4. I mean, there's plenty of reasons to. The Eagles are playing great, and yeah, it's a home game for the Rams.
And that's a long ass trip for the Eagles.
I think the only thing I just don't like about the Eagles is really like, I feel like Jalen Hurts throwing the ball sometimes. That's like if he had 1 weak thing, I'd say that's probably his weakest.
But the thing is, I just think their offense has been inconsistent this year. And what I mean by that, last year we could account for A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith both showing up every game, averaging 80 yards a game, no questions asked. This year, it's literally 1 week, one shows up, and then the next, the other. Both do not go off in the same game. They have not gone off in the same game at all this year. And Jalen Hurts has already thrown 3 interceptions. His QBR he's 16th in the league. I mean, based off last year, they're having a bad year offensively.
Matthew Stafford
is looking great.
Matthew Stafford's thrown 5 picks.
Yes.
Their touchdown interception ratio is actually flipped.
Reversed.
Matthew Stafford has 3 touchdowns, 5 picks. Hurts with 5 touchdowns, 3 picks.
But that's who Matthew Stafford is.
He turns it over often. Averaging a pick a week. Over currently.
I could definitely see a pick.
The only reason I could see Eagles covering is Matthew Stafford kind of got injured in the last week game, but they said he'll be fine by next week.
This one is tough to pick.
Like, Puka's averaging 12.1 yards a catch, which isn't outstanding, right? But that just shows you how open he gets every fucking time. Oh, first down. Oh, first down. First down. And he's making contested catches. Like, I want to go with the Rams being home. You know, Aaron Donald is having his redemption tour. You know, Sean McVay wants to stick it to the NFL, saying I should retire 2 years ago. Man, fuck all you. Nah, I'm not Cliff Kingsbury. I'm not just gonna chill in Thailand. I'm in the NFL. I'm gonna keep winning in the NFL.
So you like the Rams, Matt?
I talked myself into the Rams. I'm gonna go with the Rams.
Oh, he's going with the Rams. He's going with the Rams. Jake, you like the Rams too?
Yep.
Well, I'm going to play opposite, and I'm going to go with the Eagles on this one at -4.5 on the road there.
That's probably the safe pick, honestly.
I'm going to play opposite. No, not for any particular reason. I think you guys covered both sides pretty well, but just for funsies. I need to catch up anyway. I'm pretty far behind.
Out of curiosity, I was gonna say why is that not the game of the week? But then I just realized what the game of the week was, so never mind.
I don't know what the game of the week is. I'm assuming it's this next one, the New York Football Jets at the
Oh no, not that one. No.
At the Denver Broncos. And somehow this Denver Broncos continues to be favorites. I'm actually surprised they are favorited over Zach Wilson, who just probably had the best game of his entire NFL career so far. The Denver Broncos at -2.5 at home, hosting the Zach Wilson-led Jets. Jets almost beat the Chiefs. Almost. Let's be
real.
An unlucky fumble.
They should have, that pick should have counted. That's a bad call.
Oh, the holding call?
Yeah.
That whole game was fucking refereed horribly.
Yes,
a lot of people saying, there's a conspiracy that, they showed Taylor Swift a lot. The first commercial break is a Taylor Swift concert. They're showing New York City. There's a Taylor Swift ad. The NFL updated their cover photo on Twitter to Taylor Swift.
Yep.
They updated their Instagram bio to say the Chiefs are 2-0 as Swifties. Is it a giant conspiracy that...
No. Because
they gave
the Jets a safety
it
wasn't a safety.
True, but who won that game? Is what people are saying.
Well, my thing is, how the fuck did the Jets let Patrick Mahomes run 25 yards on 3rd and 25?
Yeah, they left it wide open. Yeah. But -2.5 for the Broncos.
I will say, so before anyone comments, I will say Russell Wilson is actually having a good year. He has 9 touchdowns already and only 2 picks. And he has over 1,000 yards in 4 games.
Complete opposite turnaround from last year. Now the defense is the problem.
Right, exactly. Which makes no sense because that's what Sean Payton's there. He's there to fix the entire team, and they just can't. I don't understand what's going on with Denver. Like, what the actual fuck? I'm probably gonna regret this.
Oh no!
Don't
do it. Go with your gut.
Give me the Broncos.
Oh,
yes. Give me the Jets, dude. I was hoping Matt would choose the Broncos. I'll take the Jets here, dude.
Okay, Matt. Well, Matt. So you don't want to go with the Broncos. Why? You don't. You think they're just like cursed?
No. Week 1 through 4 is why I don't want to go there with the Broncos. Week 1 through 4.
So it's more of the Jets then. You don't trust.
No. I just think.
Hey, their defense is pretty good.
So, hear me out. Well, we say that, but then Dallas dropped 40 on them. So, who knows?
Broncos had 70 dropped on them. Can Zach Wilson drop 70 points on the Broncos?
Oh, man. Could you imagine?
Mind you, this is a game, Nathaniel Hackett, offensive coordinator.
Oh, this is another thing. Yes.
Nathaniel Hackett. So there's major shit talking in the offseason. And, going back and forth, Sean Payton saying this was the worst coaching job I've ever seen. He now has a worse record through 4 weeks of football than Nathaniel Hackett did. Robert Saleh came out in the preseason and said, we'll see him in week 5.
We did. So, Marvin Mims, he has 9 catches on the year, which is, okay, that's awful. He has 242 yards on 9 catches. He's averaging 27 runs, or 27 yards a catch, which is by far leading the NFL, which is fucking stupid shit. Get that man the ball. I don't know why I want Denver. I just know I don't want the Jets right now.
Jake, you like the Jets a lot. Why's that? Just going opposite of Matt?
Look, no, I mean, I was really hoping this is an opposite game for me, but I really was hoping Matt would take the Broncos here so I could take the Jets. The Jets, like, it's hard not to watch Zach Wilson play, like, especially from last year, and be like, damn, man, like, there's something there. There's something, a substance there with Zach Wilson. obviously, is he fucking the greatest QB to ever play? Is he even better than like an average quarterback? Like probably not. But like he made some throws yesterday or the last game that were
Had
like
some dimes.
okay. And like you could tell that he like I feel like he cares. Like I think he really wants to be good. You know,
dude, the team around him was like, "Hey, man, you got this. You're doing this shit, bro."
And like, it's not like Mac Jones, right, where he sucks and is also a bad person. It's like, or like Justin Fields, who like sucks and like fucking doesn't seem to give a fuck.
Yeah,
sat in front of his locker for 30 minutes after last week's loss.
That's fucking. That's just cringe, dude. That's just straight up cringe.
Staring at his locker, they said didn't take his uniform off for half an hour.
Yeah, that's cringe as fuck.
Wow.
I feel like they can really. And I said it fucking back in week 1. No, they should not trade for any quarterback. Stick with fucking Zach. Don't go all in for fucking Kirk Cousins.
Kirko.
Like some people in here said. No, stick with Zach. Let Aaron Rodgers heal, and continue on with what you got. There's no reason to not do that. And I think even though last week was against the Chiefs and like Patrick Mahomes like threw 3 picks, even though it's out of character for Mahomes, it's still 3 picks. You know, like it's still a fucking game. Yeah. So yeah, give me the Jets here. I bet you they win the game.
Oh. Jake thinks they win in this revenge game. Man, this is tough. I already used my coin flip too. I forgot.
The only reason, my only hope, and I'm probably gonna eat this. So we have it on live recording, so we'll know by next week.
Yep. Everybody will.
The second half of the Denver Broncos game last week, they looked so good, offensively and defensively.
Mm-hmm.
The first half, they looked awful.
Bad.
Just like the Commanders in week 2. The first half, they looked phenomenal as a football team.
Fantastic.
In the second half, they just stopped playing football, and the Commies, ended up winning.
Yeah, but same thing happened with the Giants-Cardinals game, too. Second half, the Giants looked fucking amazing.
Yep.
Yeah, but then we learned that's not who they are.
Right. But it's the same thing here could apply with the Broncos. We find out. Yeah.
But their offense is legit. They're averaging 350 yards a game. That's more than standard across the NFL. Their defense, though, is giving up almost 500 yards a game. That's the issue. And the other issue I have, not trying to talk myself out of it, but they made Justin Fields look like an MVP quarterback, like Ryan always says.
Sure did. Oh yeah.
That's what concerns me. I don't know if I just trust Russell Wilson more than I trust Zach Wilson. That might be the case. The battle of the Wilsons, which I just realized that was the case.
Battle of the Wilsons.
And Garrett Wilson. So there's 3 Wilsons on this team at least.
Yep.
I don't know. I might talk myself.
How many sauces on this team, or between these teams? Just one.
Just one. Hey, but we know no dick grabbing, though. We know no dick grabbers.
No penis grabbers.
Nope.
Wilson's grabbing his own penis.
No one else is grabbing it for him. That's for damn sure. Bill Belichick is like, no, stop that.
Oh, man.
I don't know.
I don't know who to take in this one, to be honest. I do want to take the Jets, but I trust Russell Wilson more than Zach Wilson.
Yep.
This is a tough one.
I will say it's really a tough one because of how the Jets played last week, for the record.
That is true. Very true. I'll go with the Broncos. I'll go with the old Seattle quarterback here. I'll tail Matt on this one and go with the Broncos here. But that's a tough one. That one is a hard one to pick. Maybe Zach Wilson, though. Maybe he has another coming out party. Maybe he drops 70 points. What if the Jets go for the all-time
right, but what if Denver does to Nathaniel Hackett and Sean Payton goes out of the game? Hey, I told you.
I told you so. Yeah, this is a tough one. I kind of just want to see the coaches come out and fight.
Hell yeah.
Let me ask you this. Who would you take in a fight, Nathaniel Hackett or Sean Payton?
Sean Payton looks dirty. Give me Sean Payton. He looks dirty. Give me Sean Payton.
Okay.
I take Salah, though, over Sean Payton.
Oh yeah, no
Yeah.
question.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Sable's like 20 years younger. Eddie's jacked as fuck. Like he can still play football.
Big boy. Next game.
Game of the
Chiefs
week.
is the last afternoon game.
We have one more afternoon game. I thought.
Nope.
Oh,
this
JK.
is the last afternoon game. The Chiefs at the Vikings, plus 5.5 for the Chiefs. Matt, you're a big Vikings fan, and this Vikings is having a slow start. You were saying get Kirk Cousins out of here. Get him to New York. He's still there, though, with the Vikings. How do you feel about them? Plus 5.5 against a Chiefs team that still can't cover football games.
Well, you know, Kirko has more touchdowns than Patty Mahomes. He has more yards than Patty Mahomes. He has more completions than Patty Mahomes.
You're saying he's a top
What's
5
the
player?
eye test say, though? What's the eye test say to you?
Trust the eyes.
That's the one I like. I like the eye test.
Well, you know, my eyes are different than your eyes. I have 4. I
bet you we have the same perspective on this part, though. What's the eye test say to you?
Well, you know, you see... Fuck, man.
All right, Matt chose a Viking.
No.
Oh, so you like the Chiefs?
No. I don't know.
You said the Jets should go all in for Kirk. I mean, that's a big thing.
Big deal.
I know. I said this team of a 3rd-round pick. I said a 3rd-round pick.
These teams have only played 4 times.
You love saying all in when I said a 3rd-round pick.
I bet you it's on recording.
A 3rd. I think it's important the Vikings got the win last. They played bad. It was a road game. They played bad in the first half.
Oh, my goodness.
Justin Jefferson is still on pace for 2,500 yards, which is just fucking stupid. I don't think you can guard him. I don't like the Chiefs' defense.
Yeah.
You know, fuck it, man. Give me the Vikings. Vikings cover.
Oh, he likes them. He likes the Vikings.
Chiefs can't cover. Give me the Vikings. Chiefs can't cover. Give me the Vikings. Yeah, I got to talk myself into this one. Chiefs can't cover. Give me the Vikings. Yep. Jordan Addison's going to have a coming out party. Yep. Okay, yep. Give me the Vikings.
Vikings.
Dude, the Chiefs are too distracted by Taylor Swift to do anything. They almost lost to the fucking Jets.
That is true. Also, real quick, you kind of mentioned it last game, Ryan. The Taylor Swift thing with the NFL is kind of getting annoying. I like Taylor Swift a lot. I'm surprised the NFL is like bending to her will, though.
They're really going all in on Taylor
I have a
Swift.
feeling she has nothing to do with it. They're just fucking taking advantage of the situation.
The NFL has been trying to get middle-aged and high school girls to watch football for the longest time, and now they have the biggest female artist in the history of music finally showing up and watching football, and now they're getting all these white women to watch the game.
Yep.
Women are trying to ruin the NFL. Isn't that right, Matt?
Some would say.
Some would say. Jake, you are a big Kirk Cousins stan, but you don't like him in this game? You like the Chiefs? You like the Chiefs minus 5.5?
Kirk sucks. Kirk
sucks.
Oh, Kirk sucks, he says.
Whoa!
Yeah. Eye test.
The worst quarterback in the league, he says, who's leading the league in touchdowns is shit.
And, second in yards.
Yeah, that definitely won't average out over the season, probably.
Well,
I mean, he's on pace for, 6,000 yards, 45 touchdowns or something like that?
Pretty close, actually.
Yeah, that shouldn't average out. That's probably about what he'll do the rest of the season.
I mean, he averages like 4,500 in his per season per his career, so why not?
Yeah, I mean, 1,500 more is a fucking nothing.
Right, exactly. One game.
Yeah, I know the Chiefs don't cover, and based literally on that stat alone, you should pick the Vikings here. But I feel like after the last game, the Chiefs got so fucking embarrassed that what did Travis Kelce have, like fucking 5 catches or something like that?
6 catches.
6 catches and no TDs.
Oof.
They're
in front of his new girlfriend, dude. Come on.
Yeah.
And it's in New York. You got to score in New York.
They're going to be targeting the fuck out of Kelce. I bet you money. And hey, Kadarius Toney had some good catches too.
About time.
But yeah, about time for real.
Yeah.
Give me the fucking Chiefs here. I know they don't cover, but I feel like they need some kind of fucking big win game here, like a big bounce game. And I just don't trust Kirk.
Don't forget about Pacheco.
Yeah, Pacheco looks good.
He runs around a lot.
He does.
He runs fucking so hard. Like, every fucking step he takes has like 110% effort in it. He's like...
Can we go? We finally have Jake running on recording.
Yeah, running in his wheelchair. I am going to tail Jake here with the Kansas City Chiefs. Yep, I'm gonna tail the Chiefs here. Game of the week. I think there is a massive conspiracy with Taylor Swift in the NFL, and I think the Chiefs are gonna mollywop the Vikings. Calling it now. There's a big conspiracy.
As a Chiefs fan, I want to say you guys are stupid for picking the Chiefs right now. And one last thing. Matt has a fat cock.
No, stop saying that. Ryan, please cut that.
I'll see if I remember to. Sunday Night Football.
No.
We got two big teams here. The Dallas Cowboys at the San Francisco 49ers. And the 49ers, who are on an absolute tear at 4-0, they are averaging 30 points a game. The Dallas Cowboys are also, I believe, averaging 30 points a game. Two powerhouses on offense, two powerhouses on defense. In primetime football, -3.5 points for the San Francisco 49ers at home. Jake, Matt.
This is not even a game.
Not even a game, Matt. Why is that?
Have you seen the 49ers play?
I have, yes.
Yeah, so I'm going to pull Jake and put $250 on this game.
Whoa! 250 big ones on the 49ers to cover?
Yeah.
So what happened? So, okay. 49ers offense is that good, huh? You don't think Dallas...
No. Their team is that good.
Their team is that good.
Brock Purdy has not thrown an interception. He has more yards than Prescott. He has less attempts and completions than Prescott. More tutties. McCaffrey's an MVP right now. He should be leading the MVP voting or top 2. I don't think you can make it.
Who would be ahead of him?
Maybe Josh Allen. Maybe.
Yeah. Strictly because he's a QB.
Yeah.
So it's very strong or like weak maybe though, I think.
But McCaffrey...
Yeah, but last MVP, I had to look this up. Last MVP was a running back. Do you guys know who it was?
Yes, Adrian Peterson, 2012.
Yep.
I know. Yeah, that's my boy. That's my guy.
That's my boy, too. Former Seahawk.
Yes, sir. But who's the Viking first? Hall of Fame because of the Viking.
Still play for the Seahawks.
He did. You're right. He did. He still wants to play this year, too, so maybe he can go back to the Vikings.
Maybe. Hopefully he doesn't beat his child there.
Well, he disciplined him. Beating is a very strong word. Negative connotation. Disciplined, exactly.
Beat him to death.
Well, I mean, look at Jake. Jake wasn't disciplined, and look how he turned out.
Oh, I was disciplined as fuck.
Okay.
Really? Because your mom still came and fucking cleaned your room.
Yeah, maybe you need to move back
when you were stationed at Fort Meade.
That's true.
Yeah.
McCaffrey almost has 500 yards rushing. He has 8 touchdowns on the season.
Jeez.
He's averaging from last game.
He's averaging 5.7 yards per carry.
Oh, that's a lot. That's more than 2.
He's projected for 2,000 rushing yards and nearly 1,000 receiving yards, which would shatter the all-time yards in a season. That team is fucking hyper efficient.
Brock Purdy has not lost in the regular season.
No, he's undefeated.
He has 1 loss in his career, and that was in the postseason. In the NFC
and that defense
game.
is just going to get better. I know I think they struggled a little bit last week, more than I thought they would in the past game versus the Cardinals. So I think they're gonna hit the film room hard this week. They're going to lock Prescott down, and that's all people are going to be talking about Monday morning is how San Fran dominated the Cowboys. I love the San Fran home game, and it's only -4? Dude, that's free money.
3.5, not even 4. 3.
Oh, man, that's free money.
Free money.
Yeah. I don't understand the spread here. The 49ers look like the best team in football since fucking like the 2012 Patriots or some shit like that. Like it's like they look better than the Chiefs did when they had Tyreek and like that fucking crazy team. Every single position on their team is fucking loaded.
Literally all pros at every level of the offense and defense.
Yep. I just don't understand where the fucking how is that money? It's their quarterback, right? Because their quarterback is not being paid. Like that's the only thing. That's how they can afford it.
He's the 80th highest paid QB. 80th.
Right. Yeah. And you told me the other day he was making like $40 million a year or something like that. He's like comparable to something.
$4 million? No, he's making $700,000 a year.
Yeah. Well, you remember like last week I was like, he should be the most valuable player because he's only making like $700 a year. And
you mean like first row?
Another person.
Economically, the most valuable.
Economically,
yeah.
Yeah, economically, he's the best. Economically, he's the best person in the NFL.
If you take the literal term of valuable and put it towards a dollar, like he is the most valuable player.
Yes, him or Puka. Yeah.
There's no reason to take the fucking Cowboys here.
Ryan,
when do you stop using C-Mac? Like, do you think he's gonna get injured at all through the season? They're using him so much.
So really, if you look at it last year, he wasn't injured at all last year, and he's getting the same touches and everything.
He's getting used like a literal workhorse. Like I don't want to say he's carrying that team because the only reason he is a weapon and he is a fucking force multiplier. But if you don't cover him, you have Kittle, you have Debo, you have fucking Ayuk. Like, and it's not like you know, he is doing it all himself. But you have to cover everybody else.
The funny thing is, though, Jake, you're saying it there essentially. Okay, shut down McCaffrey. There's not been one game this year, kind of like the Eagles. Not been one game this year where every one of those guys have gone off because they don't need to.
Yep. Yeah, and what's good is all those people on that team seem to understand.
Yes,
it's not like fucking
AJ Brown bitching on the sideline.
AJ Brown bitching about not getting targeted. Yep. It's like we have a fucking real Super Bowl contender team here.
Debo,
I understand. Yeah.
Sorry, Debo didn't have a catch last week. I had to go back and look. Yeah. Debo did not have a catch last week, and they just they mollywopped the Cardinals on offense at least.
And you never hear any news about it, about them complaining.
Because he got his bag. He's like, fuck, man, I don't give a fuck. Shit.
And do you want a ring or do you want a catch?
Yeah. And now Ayuk is looking like an all-pro, man. Like, damn, he's good.
Yeah, that team is just... It's crazy how well they gel all together, how tough they all are. And, I mean...
But why couldn't this happen with Jimmy G, the quarterback? Because that wasn't the case.
He gets injured. He got injured.
Right, but even when he wasn't injured, right, and they were still winning, they weren't gelling like this.
No C-Mac.
No C-Mac, yeah.
Let me ask this. How significant of a, I don't want to say kill shot, but I can't think of another word. How devastating would it be to that team if C-Mac gets injured at any point in this season?
Oh, crucial.
I think it'd be pretty devastating.
Yeah.
And not because let's say he's out for he's out for 6 weeks. 4 to 6 weeks.
They can win 3 games. You know, they can win 3 out of the 5.
Yeah. If they come back, if he's only out, I'm talking about if he's out for the season.
Yeah.
It might be over for them.
Yep.
But
unless you trade for Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah, that's it. I think they still make it the conference championship though.
Yeah.
There's no issue with that. But getting to the Super Bowl and winning it.
And I think the difference is between losing C-Mac and then losing Jimmy G is Kyle Shanahan's offense. You just need a quarterback who's efficient. You don't need the Peyton Mannings of the world, the Aaron Rodgers of the world to be like, no, this is my motherfucking team, bitch. Whereas in his offense, he just says, no, Kyle Shanahan, this is my offense. I just need a quarterback who's who's efficient. Complete a few throws here or there, hand the ball off, we're good. But if you don't have C-Mac, that is way more detrimental than not having Brock Purdy. And I mean that. I do think there's a different level to it.
He can run, he can throw, he can catch, he can do it all.
Yeah. And honestly, in college, he was a punt and kick returner, and he would take kick and punt returns back to the house. I'm waiting for them to do that again.
They probably don't want to risk that.
No, they don't. But I'd love to see a punt return touchdown by him.
Yeah, we all like the 49ers here. It sounds like it's not even a question.
Yeah, probably the best team in football at the moment.
And their defensive line is outstanding. Like Nick Bosa, Jonathan Hargraves, those are all pros. Their linebacker, Fred Warner, all pro. Their corner and safety, all pro.
And if it was the Chiefs 49ers Super Bowl right now, at this point in the season, I would not be surprised if it was an absolute fucking blowout.
Yes.
Against the Chiefs.
Yes. I could see that line opening at like 6.5, 7. Opening.
Yeah. Yeah. Right now it's looking like a Bills 49ers Super Bowl.
Yeah, it is.
But we're only in week 5 though, or 4, whatever it is.
Hey, halfway there. Halfway there, as right now.
Halfway there. Last thing on this game, the 49ers over-under for total points this game is 24.5. Do you think they get
What?
What? That's it?
Wait, what?
Look at it right there. I got it right there. 24.5 plus 100.
McCaffrey's going to do that by himself.
Wait, the over is plus 100 at 24.5?
Yeah.
Oh, I need to go put money on
that shit right now. What the fuck?
Yeah, over-under.
Wait. I have it on Bet Online at 45.
No. This is team
49ers.
points for the 49er.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I was freaking out, bro. Holy shit.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, yeah, but still, 49ers at 24.
That's nothing.
They averaged over 30 points a game. Yeah, I think I will too.
The last 4 games, 35, 30, 30, and 30.
Yeah.
Fuck, even the preseason, they scored 23. Like,
how many points does Dallas usually allow, Matt? Is that one?
I can tell you right now. Yep,
how good is their defense? Everybody at the beginning of the season was saying Dallas defense. Oh my God, it's the best defense I've ever seen.
Jerk off. So they went from 3 to 16 to 10 to 0. So they're only giving up like probably 8 points a game. It looks like 5. 16, so that's 21, divided by 3 is 7, and then add
2.
3, so yeah, like 8.5 points a game.
That's some quick math right there.
Thank you.
Yeah, I will definitely be hammering that over on total points for the 49ers. All right, last game here, Monday night.
Hold on, real quick, can anyone make an argument for the Cowboys to win?
Brock Purdy
or argument. Covered.
Brock Purdy has 2 interceptions, 1 for a pick 6. That's like the only argument. And Dallas they just have to keep up on offense.
Yeah. So I guess if you're the Dallas Cowboys defense, right? I'm assuming you would focus on shutting C-Mac down more than any other receivers. Right? That has to be the game plan.
Oh yeah. Definitely, yeah.
I feel that doesn't
line the over for San Francisco's 23.5, so it's like you got an extra point there.
Yeah. Also, if you guys are looking for prop bets, Christian McCaffrey will become the first if he does this, if he gets over 100 total scrimmage yards, Christian McCaffrey will become the first 49ers to get over 100 scrimmage yards in the first 5 games to start a season.
Oh, against the fucking. I mean, the Cowboys do have a good D.
They do, yeah. But again, McCaffrey's going to get 20 carries. He's likely to break 1 for 25 yards. Plus, he needs a few catches. You know he's going to get those.
Oh, just overall yards?
Yeah, overall scrimmage yards.
Okay, I thought you meant rushing.
He had 70 receiving yards last week.
Yeah, he'll get that for sure.
Yeah, so just saying.
The 49ers touchdown game in a row record. Now they're probably just going to keep giving it to him and set that record and that, so it's never broken.
So I think. Honestly, besides Josh Allen, Chris McCaffrey has to be the front runner for MVP. And I can make a case that Chris McCaffrey deserves it more than Josh Allen.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yep. All right, last game, the Green Bay Packers at the Las Vegas Raiders. This one might be a rough one. Is Jimmy G back? Is he playing?
Let me check. I'm checking now. Sorry.
The line is plus 1.5, by the way.
He's questionable. We won't know yet. He didn't practice all last week, so we won't know until tomorrow if he's practicing, which will give us some indication.
Plus 1.5 for the Raiders at home, hosting the Green Bay Packers. Jake, your Detroit Lions absolutely stomped the Packers just a week ago on Thursday Night Football. Is there anything impressive about this Packers team? Do you think they're good enough at least? I mean, they got to battle your Detroit Lions later this year, but do you think this Packers has any fight in them to beat the Las Vegas Raiders? Minus 1.5 for the Packers. How do you feel about your northern rival there?
Look, they did not look good at all last week, especially in the first half. But there's second half, they kind of came back and did a little something. Now, that was the Lions playing kind of, looser defense, and not because we were up at like 4 touchdowns or whatever the fuck it was. But like both these teams kind of look shitty. Oh my God, he must and honestly, I'd probably just choose the Raiders here, just out of
curiosity.
What?
Just out of fucking. Well, one, division rivals. I gotta hope
they are not division rivals.
No, Packers are.
Oh, against. I see. Yep.
And I mean, Jordan Love just didn't look good. He just did not look good.
Well, neither did the backup for the Raiders.
I mean, yeah. What's the cover? I can't read that.
Plus 1.5 for the Raiders.
Yeah. I'd probably stick with the Raiders here, just because I mean, like, Jordan Love just didn't look good, man. He just didn't look good.
Okay. Jake likes
and it looked like
Raiders.
their run defense for the Packers was kind of shit too.
Let's look.
That's all we did in the fourth quarter. We just gave it to Montgomery, fucking the entire quarter basically. And they have Josh Jacobs, right?
They do, but he's played like ass this year.
Yeah, he's been terrible.
I can tell you. Hold on.
So I would look up whatever the fucking Lions did against them with Montgomery and just do that with Josh Jacobs.
Josh Jacobs is averaging 2.7 yards per carry, which is last in the NFL.
The Green Bay Packers gave up
211
rushing
training
yards.
Camp. That's all I'm saying. That's what he gets for missing training camp.
The Packers have given up 211 rushing yards twice, once to the Detroit Lions and to the Atlanta Falcons. They also gave up 122 to the Bears and 77 to the Saints. Matt, how you feel about this one?
I like Green Bay. I just think they're a better team. From what I saw, they're supposed to get healthy this week. I'm confirming.
Hey, revenge game for Devontae, yeah?
Revenge game for Devontae, or is it revenge game for the Raiders or for the Green Bay? Say, hey, we dissed your ass for a reason.
Yeah, you want all that money? Fuck them. We don't want you.
Yeah. I just think, even if Jimmy G does play, I think Jordan Love is a better QB than Jimmy G. And I think just Green Bay is a better team than Vegas. They're a little bit of a dumpster fire right now. They need a lot of help.
Hey, Vegas just cut that one dude because he had a mental breakdown.
He did, yeah. And he's denying it. Yeah. They need help.
He was forced to go to the hospital against his will.
Yep, I saw that. I like Green Bay. Fuck it, man. Give me Green Bay.
Fuck it. I am also going to tail Matt here and go with the Packers.
Hey.
Last time I bet on the Raiders on Sunday Night Football, I think it was, or Monday Night Football, Jimmy G threw 3 interceptions, and the Steelers won that game. And that really pissed me off. So, handsome man, Jimmy G, sorry, pal, I can't go with you this time around. Till you prove it, but I'll take the Packers. Let's recap. Hey. Thursday Night Football, we all like the Commanders, minus 5.5, hosting the Bears. Jaguars and Bills in London, we all like the Bills. Jake and I are riding with what was once the second generation of America's team, the New England Patriots, hosting the New Orleans Saints. Matt likes them. Ravens at Steelers. Matt and I have the Ravens. Texans at Falcons. Matt and I have the Texans. Titans at Colts. I'm going with the Tits. Panthers at Lions. One pride. One team. We all like the Lions. Giants at Dolphins. We all like the Dolphins. Bengals at Cardinals. We like the baseball team, the Cardinals, St. Louis, or wherever they are. Eagles at Rams. I'm taking the Eagles. Jets at Broncos. Matt and I like the Broncos. Chiefs, Vikings. Jake and I have the Chiefs. Cowboys at Niners. We all got the Niners. Packers at Raiders. Matt and I have the Packers. Hey, congratulations, men. That's week 5 of Cox and Stocks. We fucking did it.
Yes, sir. We made another week.
We fucking did it, man. Good job.